I'm Scott Fabrizio, developer of Febreze Fragrance for Men, and welcome to Q&A Wednesday with the Rabid Underdog. Today's question comes to me from Melanie Starter. She's an online guru and a life coach and all that and stuff like that. She knows everything about like doing online stuff. She's a pretty decent designer and whatnot. I'm going to leave her information below so y'all can hit her up afterwards and everything like that. Just tell her Fabrizio sent you. She'll give you a good deal. Melanie's question says like, hey Fabrizio, you seem to know a lot about like helping out men and everything like that, but what can you do for the ladies? I think it's high time that we have some sort of equal rights and equal treatment between men and women. So there's that whole double standard. If a guy has sex with a lot of women, he's like a hero. But if a woman has sex with a lot of men, all of a sudden she's a slut. There's this whole slut-shaming thing going on, which I think is truly unfair to the fairer sex. What I'm getting at is a woman should be free to express, explore, and experiment just as much as any man should. And part of the thing is I think you guys need to kind of embrace that whole role too. It's like you call a guy a stud and he embraces that. And what's that basically? That's basically like a male slut. And we embrace that shit. You know what I mean? So don't be afraid to embrace it. Embrace it like your sexuality. It's a good thing. Secondly, despite all the things that I've talked women into doing and things like that, I have never, ever crossed the line where it's like I've done it without her consent. Everything that I've ever done with a woman has been with her consent and explicit consent. I think too often nowadays it's like if a woman expresses herself sexually and dresses like, you know, maybe provocatively showing off what she's got, it's like a lot of men seem to think that, hey, you know something? It's okay for me to do that because she's asking for it. No, she's not asking for it. You're just a moron. Too often women get judged by the way they dress. You know something? Women should be able to dress however the hell they want. I don't see why it is that like a guy who's got, you know, man boobs and everything like that can freely go to a beach and take his shirt off, but when a woman does it, all of a sudden it's scandalous. What's the big deal? Oh, it'll be a distraction. People will be getting into car accidents and everything like that. Take some responsibility for yourself. If I'm like driving and I'd get distracted for a minute by like a beautiful woman walking down the street and I happen to bump somebody, that's my responsibility. It's not her responsibility because I'm an asshole and not paying attention to what I'm doing and too busy staring at her ass rather than keeping my eyes on the road. Basically, to sum everything up, I'm with you girls. You know, don't allow yourself to be slut-shamed. Embrace that shit. You know what I mean? It's like if you guys want to have sexual partners, you have as many sexual partners as you want. And on the flip side, no one has the right to tell you when and where you should put out, all right? That's your business and everything like that. And it's unfortunate that more men don't have this kind of frame of mind. Too many men see it as like, you know, a conquest and like a fight and everything like that, rather than it's like a mutual and consensual agreement, you know? So, and thirdly, let's free the nipple. I'm down for that too. Is it really such a big deal? You may all be asking yourself like, Fabrizio, what's up? Well, how come you're not in your car? You're always doing the road rants and everything in your car. Well, I got a flat tire. I'm like dropped it off at the service place and I'm walking home. So thanks again for your question, Melanie. I hope you found my answers useful and informative. You should check out Melanie's company. It's called Merely Stardust. I'm going to leave a link down below so you can check it out. Be sure and tell her that Fabrizio sent you. And remember, as always, don't be a punk.